Hey Cats, I just wanted to give an update on the status of me and my AT through hike. I'm actually suspending it for really for pretty much the rest of the year. I'm just, there's a couple reasons that kind of went into it. Probably mainly three main reasons. First off, the physical part. I don't think I ever really totally healed all the way from when I, took some of those medications, for the infection and then the steroid. And I tried to get back on trail like one day after I stopped my treatment, and my body just never really felt totally well. So I was, I wasn't really, I was getting tired really quickly. Every half hour to an hour, I would just feel exhausted out there, especially after that second day when I got pretty ill. And even though the terrain was really flat, I never really got the miles that I thought I should with the terrain being as flat as it was. So that was a part of it. Also, I guess the mental part kind of focused in as well. You know, I was off for like 25 days at Easter, then I was off for another 12 days doing over the 4th of July break. And, it seems like I just couldn't quite wrap my head around, gosh, I'm halfway done the trail. Now I got to do the other half, so let's see, I guess it was, even though it was like day 93, but if you add in those other 40 days, it was over 4 months that I was really kind of working towards getting the trail done. And even though, I thought I could do the trail, by the beginning of October, I just realized that I was probably going to have to skip up, a couple hundred miles, and then I'd have, in order to get the main portion and, the mountains, the presidential's done, before the weather really turned bad. Then I would have to come back and, pick up that section and then go down to North Carolina and pick up the section I'd missed earlier. Just the whole mental part was just draining on me, and um, really wasn't as fun as I hoped that part would be. The whole logistics it's really pretty challenging. I think I could have overcome it, but that added with the physical part, I think it was just getting to be a little bit too much. And then finally the spiritual part, and by spiritual, I think the biggest spiritual part about the AT was really just interactions with people. So once again, I was in a position where I had to learn a whole bunch of new people because everyone I knew had already moved on, and fortunately, the people on trail are just amazing. Well, the fellow through hikers, the day hikers, and all the trail angels and everyone else that are out there. I really met so many wonderful people, and I was learning a whole new group of people, and it was, that part was fantastic, and I think that's the part that really sustained me. But when the physical and the mental part of it just kind of got to me a bit, I said, you know what, I just need to step away from this. And then as soon as I made that decision, I got an email from my home church, and they needed some help at the mass that I usually help out with, that next day. And so it was just like, to me it felt like, hey, there is, I was not necessarily being called, but it was like I was being welcomed back with open arms, to my parish. And to me, it really made me feel, really good that I could go back and step right back in and help serve my parish. And so I did, and I'll continue to do that, and continue to to find other ways and evolve. Now that I'm retired, in doing that. So I'm suspending my quest to through hike the entire trail in 2022. I'm going to go back in October and knock out those those couple of miles that I had missed early on, like 100 miles, or, between Damascus and Irwin, that type of thing. And so, I'm looking forward to that. And then we'll see. I'll be over halfway done the trail, and depending upon how things go next year, I might get out there and maybe try to finish up the trail, but maybe not all in one big swoop. Maybe I can take a couple years and kind of do it at a pace that that works a little bit nicer for me. Anyway, just wanted to kind of let you all know, what was going on. Really appreciate everyone that's been watching, following along, and all your kind comments. It's been really nice. I'm glad I have the memories that I've been able to capture. All the videos and the pictures and all of that. I'm so glad I could share it with everybody, and I really appreciate everyone following along. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you that update. Thanks again, and see you on the trails, cats.